Standing in what looks like a giant kitchen garden, hard to imagine that this is just about 100 kilometers from the gateway of India in the concrete jungle of Mumbai. I'm here at the Table Farm in Alibag, and joining me right now is Gauri Devidayal. She's a co-founder of the Table and Magazine Street Kitchen. What a lovely concept. It was just a eureka moment. It wasn't just a planned idea that you had. Can you tell us more about how it came about?
So I bought the land in 2005, and when I moved back to India in 2007, I decided I wanted to build a home. Built the home, took about 3 years. Shortly after that, we opened the restaurant, and we used to just grow things at the farm for our personal consumption at home. I just dropped whatever was extra off at the restaurant, and I was like, guys, here's some extra spinach, just do what you do. And the next day they were like, where did you get that from? It was amazing. And I said, from Alibag. And why did I not think of this earlier? But we should be actually growing things for the restaurant there. Actually all sort of made sense, and that's when the penny dropped. And I hunted Adrian Thadani down, who works with Fresh and Local, and or started Fresh and Local, and and asked her to come and help me develop some green fingers.
This sounds like an ideal concept. For people who are watching, how do they join in and what does it entail?
So the idea with we started doing these workshops about 3 or 4 years ago, and the idea was that the whole concept of farm to table was just sort of catching on in India, and so we decided that we'd actually introduce this concept on a sort of more up close way to our diners and just people who may not be patrons of the restaurant, but who just wanted to understand about growing your own vegetables. So we do it between November and Feb, March, depending on the weather. It's
fairly hard to imagine from PwC, a tax consultant, to a restaurateur. So clearly the gnocchi over the numbers appeal. How did that happen?
I blame my husband entirely. So he used to live in California.
I thank you.
No, I blame him. Never worked this hard in my life. So yeah, he was living in California, moved back to India, and decided he was a techie, decided he wanted to sort of not do that anymore, and of course open a restaurant instead. So because of my background in legal and sort of finance, I started helping him out just with reviewing agreements and doing sort of running the bank account a little bit, and then I just got more and more sucked in, and I mean, to be honest, I haven't looked back a day, and I love it.
Can you tell me a little bit more about your entrepreneurial journey for those who are perhaps looking to make a shift or enter the restaurant industry or the food industry? What advice would you have?
Be very confident about your concept. Do something because you really believe in it, not because it's worked for someone else, and just be willing to give it literally every sort of ounce of your blood, sweat, tears, everything.
Can't let you go without asking you your favorite dish at the table.
Oh my god, that's like asking me to pick a favorite child. No, this is really unfair. Well, it depends which meal. So if it's brunch, I love the Philly steak Benedicts that we do. And if it's dinner, oh my god, this is really hard. I would probably say the pappardelle pasta.
Okay, Gauri, thanks so much for having us here, and wishing you all the very best. So here's hoping that the concept of farm to table certainly does thrive, and don't forget to book your next appointment at the Table Farm.